guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome, and then for those of you that are not, welcome back. Today I wanted to just show you guys my physical TBR. So I feel like I have a problem. I constantly buy books. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you guys the madness, what's going on here. All right guys, so there's no rhyme or reason to me pulling these books. I'm literally just, you know, going to show you every book that I have, what I need to read. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, I am going to start with the Magnolia Park series. So I've read Magnolia Parks. However, these are the ones that I have not read. So this is Daisy Hates. And then I have Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. And then I also have Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. So I believe this is the entire series that's out right now. And I believe Jessa Hastings just, or rather I know that she just posted on her Instagram like a few days ago that the new one is coming out in February of 2024. There's also like a title that she released, or that she showed is going to be the title for that newest book. I can't remember what it is, but if you guys are a Magnolia Parks stan, yeah, definitely go check out her Instagram if you haven't seen that announcement already. Next we have Allegedly. So this is Allegedly by Tiffany G. Jackson. This is a thriller. I have heard nothing but great things about this author. And yeah, I haven't read anything by her at all. There is another book that's super popular that everyone talks about as well. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, if I like this book, I will definitely look for something else by her. Next we have Yellowface. So if you guys watched my previous video, you would see that I actually purchased, or not purchased this one, I actually bought this book. What? I actually got this book at the library, so I'm super excited. This is definitely probably going to be my next read, because I'm also reading The House of Eve that I also picked up from the library, and so I just want to go ahead and get those out of the way because of course they have due dates. So that's that. Next we have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. This is a thriller. This is his newest thriller, I believe, that he has out, so super excited to read this and kind of just get my thoughts on it. I'm not one to have the newest book, and I don't necessarily get to read when all the hype is in, and so kind of like just compare my thoughts with other people as the book has been released. So I'm super excited to kind of be reading something that's a little bit more new, a little bit more relevant, so I can chat to you guys about it. Let's see, next I have When No One Is Watching. This is also a thriller. I believe this is by a Black author. Yeah, she's on the back, Alyssa Cole. And I don't really know much about this. I got this a long time ago from my girlies that know Marka Evans. She's here on YouTube, but I feel like her main platform is Instagram. So for those of you that know Marka, she's a photographer and of course a content creator as well, but she started a book club. I think it was last year she started a book club, and I was like so into it, and just kind of keeping up with the reads that she had for the month. And this is one that she recommended, and I actually got it and never read it for the month. This is probably the book that has been on my TBR the longest. And then for those of you that don't know, TBR means to be read. So of course, you know, the book, everyone that's in the book world, you know, you guys should know what TBR is. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. If you guys can't tell, like, I love thrillers, so I'm kind of just picking the book as they come. But yeah, I love thrillers, so here we go with another one. This one is The Perfect Marriage. Someone recommended this to me here on YouTube on one of my videos, and then previously before that I saw, I believe it's Carla Espinosa. I think that's her name. I'll link her YouTube video here, but I believe it was her that or yeah, I believe it was her. She read this in one of her reading vlogs, and I was like, oh, I need to like pick this up. I've heard nothing but great things about this, so super excited to get into this one as well. Let's see, next I have 7 Days in June. For those of you that have been watching me, you already know I was supposed to read this in June. I actually started, but then I never finished it. And lately I have just been in this mood. It's like, if I'm not feeling the book, I'm not gonna finish it, and I'm not gonna make myself finish it in that moment. I'm definitely gonna go back to this. I'm not like DNFing it or anything like that, but I'm like, if I don't like it, I'm just gonna, you know, take a pause, because reading is just something that I enjoy. I really love it, and yeah, I don't want to feel forced by any reason. So I wasn't in it at that time, so I haven't like picked it back up. But 7 Days in June, I hear nothing but great things as well. Let's see, next is Unravel Me. So this is part of the Shatter Me series. So this is a YA dystopian series. The first one is called Shatter Me, and this is the second book. I've actually started it, and again, it's one of those things where I was like not really feeling it too much. I didn't really like keep going, so yeah, I gotta get to it. But yeah, let me know if you guys read the Shatter Me series. Next I have Archer's Voice. Now I think this is this is a romance. It has a love story. Don't really remember much about it. It's another one that everyone talks about, or I've just heard a lot about this book. Yeah. All right, next we have a Kennedy Ryan book, Before I Let Go. I hear nothing but amazing things about Kennedy Ryan. And yeah, another read that I haven't picked up. I believe this is a romance. I think this is a romance, also by another Black author. And yeah. All right, next I have Invisible Girl. Again, I was supposed to read this already, and just haven't done it. I'm like a fourth of the book in. On page 99. I started it. I got this book because I loved Then She Was Gone by Elisa Jewell, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to pick up another read by her. Just off of the first 100 pages, like, I'm not impressed by this one, but I hear that she has another release out, another book out that's more recent, that she like recently released, and so I've heard really good things about that book. But I definitely want to continue this and give it another chance, because like I said, I really love Then She Was Gone. Next I have the Addicted to You series. So this is the first book, Addicted to You, of course. So this is like, I believe, like one of the longest book series there is, I believe. Don't quote me, please don't quote me. But there are a ton of books. I don't even know how many, but there are a ton of books in this series. And yeah, I just need to get into it. I always hear about this. I hear that this is a series where in the beginning it's not as great, because I think you're just trying to you know, learn a lot about the characters and trying to just get into it, but then as the series continues, it gets a lot better. So yeah, excited for this series. Don't know when I will get the rest of them, but there's that. Next I have Good Girl Bad Blood. So I did read, this is the second book, sorry, in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I did read that book, I believe it was last month actually, that I picked it up, and I actually really liked it. I feel like that book could have been a standalone, and I've mentioned that before in one of my videos, but it is a series, so it's this book, and I believe there's one other book after this. So when I initially bought A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I picked this one up as well, and so I am that girl that, like, if I start a series, I want to finish it. I'm excited to continue and kind of see how we continue this series, because it definitely kind of seemed to wrap up at the end of the first book, at least to me. Next I have the Inheritance game series. So this is the Inheritance games. This is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've heard, again, I swear I've said this about all of these books, I feel like, but I've heard nothing but great things about this series. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I really don't remember. Of course, all of these books I've like read the summaries at some point. But yeah, it's been so long that I don't remember. So yeah, I then picked up today, actually, the second one. The Hawthorne Legacy is the second one. And so I believe there's 3. I think the last one is called The Final Gambit. So I need to get that. But yeah, I'm super excited about this series. And I'm thinking about doing a video or just a reading vlog about me reading this series. And honestly, a lot of these series that I have, I think that's like so fun to just, you know, get all of my thoughts about the entire series at once. So be on the lookout for something like that soon. Let's see, what else? All right, next is Caraval. So Caraval is I believe this is a YA fantasy. This is by Stephanie Garber. I actually started this one as well. I actually don't remember much about this one. So I'm just gonna have to go back and reread it. I didn't get too far though, only on page 25. So yeah, we'll see what I think about this series. I feel like I kind of get mixed reviews on this one. And I believe she has like a spin-off series that a lot of people talk about as well. But Caraval. As you can see, this is insane. I have so many books. I can't wait to see and count how many books these are. It's insane. Next we have Dance of Thieves. So this is a duology. I can't remember the second book, but again, here we go with, you know, series and duologies and all these things. Like, I feel like I'm just not a standalone book girly. But yes, I'm excited to kind of get into this. I feel like this is something that I would never just pick up on my own had I not been, you know, watching other booktubers talk about this book. So I'm excited just to kind of get into something that's a little bit different than what I would normally pick up and kind of just broaden my horizons a little bit. So yeah, Dance of Thieves. Let's see, next, if we continue on this series and duology train, I have Legendborn. I believe this is the first book. This is by Tracy Deon, a Black author as well. This is a fantasy, and I do have the second book as well, Blood Marked. So these I actually got over Christmas. These were given to me, so definitely need to get these started. Next I have The Cruel Prince. Again, this is also fantasy. This is a YA fantasy. I'm not sure about Legendborn, if that's YA or not. I really don't know. So yeah, if you watch Haley Pham here on YouTube, she's also a booktuber. She's really popular, so I'm sure you've probably heard of her. She really loves the Cruel Prince series, and this is by Holly Black. And I believe there might be, I don't know if it's like a spin-off series or a continuation of this series that was more recently released. I believe it was like this year. So yeah, YA fantasy. Next up is Stephen King's Billy Summers. I think I have talked about this book already somewhere. Again, something that I've started but just wasn't in the mood, didn't continue it right then. But super excited. This is my first Stephen King book that I've ever picked up. And yeah, just really excited to get into this one. This one is I believe it's crime fiction. I could be lying. Yeah, I believe it is crime fiction. But this is not horror. A lot of Stephen King's books are horror, so I really didn't want to go that route yet. So yeah, just wanted to start off with something a little light. And yeah, so excited to see how this goes. Let's see. Next I have The Housemaid, or not The Housemaid, sorry, The Maid. The Housemaid is a completely different book, but I have this little like page here. It's like a little receipt that I got from, of course, paying for the book, and I used that as like my bookmark. Again, something that I've started, wasn't feeling it too much at the time, and then just haven't picked it up. So yeah, this is The Maid. I actually saw that there is I think a second book to this that will be released this year or next year. Alright, so the last thing on my TBR is Such a Fun Age, and this is by Kylie, I believe is how you say the name, Reed, Kylie Reed. Again, this is a Reese's Book Club book, and I've heard amazing reviews about this one also. So really excited to get this one started. Honestly, just excited to read everything on this list. But yeah, that is my physical TBR. So with this, guys, I just hope that you were able to maybe find some books that you may have not heard of, or just something, you know, oh, I really want to pick that book up, or kind of just look more into it. I know I really didn't have much time to kind of go in detail with each book, but kind of just wanted to share what's on my list. And then also I am going on a book buying ban after this. Like, I will not buy any more books because clearly I have too many books. I need to kind of get this TBR down, and I'm super excited with the next videos that I have upcoming to just take you guys on this journey with me. As always, if you have any other books that you would like to recommend, definitely let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you're reading. Yeah, just super excited to just chat with you guys here on this platform, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!